What's going on, you little oddballs? It's your boy Core Boy, back at it again today with a new video. Yeah, we're over here on Halo. We've been playing some FFAs this morning. It's been really fun. I had to actually step away though for a bit, so everybody left, which doesn't bother me. It's fine. Plus, it gives me time to record this video. So I have a lot to talk about today. Some things that I've been wanting to talk about. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do so because, like, I don't know, why not? I'm gonna try to get an FFA game too, so we have something to play in the background. But I kind of like have some things I want to talk about because it's things that I've already talked about here in some ways or another. But I want to. What the fuck is going on? Why can't I? What's happening here? Modes may still be loading. Okay, I guess it's loading my modes up. I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, we've been playing a lot of Halo, but also I just have like some stuff that I want to talk about involving the gaming scape and everything. If y'all don't know, the Battlefield 6 beta is getting ready to come out, and I've seen a lot of people talking about it. A lot of good, honestly, and some negatives as well. Overall, the game looks really fucking good. Like, I'm genuinely excited for it. I'm not the biggest Battlefield guy. It's never been, like, my main thing that I play. I will say Battlefield is definitely one of those games where I like to play it much more with, like, a group of people. It's just so much more fun that way. You can get, like, kind of really goofy with it, and that's what I like. And I'm excited for the game, but I also see a lot of people, like, specifically a certain type of gamer talking about how, like, the movement is kind of stiff in this game and it's not that great. It needs to be more like Call of Duty, which is not what Battlefield is. I think most people understand that. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I see a lot of people getting mad at this and blaming, like, oh, content creators have ruined games, and I don't think that's necessarily the case. Especially like with a game like Call of Duty. Like, Call of Duty is like a very hard game to be like to compete with it, and I feel like it's where a lot of games come in and struggle. I always hated the idea of this game has to be blank blank killer. Like, I've always hated that. Like, it's never something that works well for any game that says that. We've seen it throughout the test of games, or throughout the test of time of gaming. Like, we've seen it back in the 360 of games being like, oh, we're the Halo killer, failed game. We see it in modern day, we're the Call of Duty or Halo killer, dead game. Like, game just dies completely. Like, we've seen it recently. For example, with a game like Splitgate 2, which I've talked about a lot in depth. And as someone who is a very big Splitgate fan, I have said multiple times about that game that, like, while I have problems with it, I want them to fix it because I want to like the game. Like, genuinely, people cannot seem to grasp their head around that. I don't want games to die, and I don't know how that's a hard thing to understand. That, like, I like video games a lot. Like, this is my main thing, brother. Like, I love this shit. I have loved video games since I was a wee little 3-year-old and I had a PS2 and a GameCube. Okay, I fucking love this shit. This is my favorite thing on planet Earth, other than a couple of other things. So yeah, I don't want that game to die. I want the devs to take accountability and fix the game and make it good and bring back what I genuinely loved about the first Splitgate game. Like, I love that fucking game. Why would I want it to fail? It's the same with Halo, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, you make Halo content, that game's fucking dead. I don't care. Okay, like, I love the series. I love the gameplay for Halo Infinite. I enjoy the game a lot. I have 170 days played in it. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, if I didn't like the game, I wouldn't play it that much, first of all. Like, this game is what I look for in a shooter, in an FPS game, in a competitive FPS game at that. I might have to relaunch my game. I don't know what's happening with my Rumble Pit thing, but it's not loading. Will any of the other modes load up for me? Okay, well, that will. What the fuck's going on with Rumble Pit? Wait, why is my Rumble Pit not working? I guess we'll hop into, like, a BTB game. That doesn't bother me. Like, we can kind of just, like, goof around and fuck off. But, like, I don't want games to die. And I don't think content creators are necessarily as big of an issue as a lot of people think they are. I understand that there's a lot of big content creators out there, and a lot of people, due to that, want to be that. And I've said it at my channel multiple times, so I know somebody's going to see this who's never seen one of my videos before and be like, well, you're a content creator. Yeah, I do it because in the Halo community, personally, there was an avenue of content that I wanted to watch that no one else was doing, and I was like, oh, I can do that. And it's just basic commentary videos. It's what I like watching the most. Like, it's what I've always watched on YouTube, is I like basic commentary of a guy that's just a normal fucking person or a girl that's just a normal person. I like that. That's what I look for in content. Someone who is personable. And that's why I don't watch a lot of, like, really big content creators. If, like, there's no relatability factor to you, I don't really care. And I will agree, like, there is a large majority of people who watch these creators who then are influenced by those said creators that are very, very large. And if they do well, that's great for them. How could I not be happy for that? Like, that's like, if you're into gaming, that's probably your biggest fucking dream, is to do it for a living. I don't know how that can be that hard to comprehend. If you love something, it's more than likely what you wish your future was and what you wish you could do. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. But then there's like the argument of like, oh, they've ruined the landscape of games like Call of Duty, etc. And I'm like, well, yeah, like creators do buy these bundles because it's a part of content. But also, there's a lot of people who are just regular players that buy all of these things too because they have the money to do so, and it's the main game that they play. Sure, I don't want everybody running around as Beavis and Butthead or American Dad or Peter Griffin, but like it, people buy it. And it's weird because as many people that complain are usually people that do buy them. And if you hate it that much, don't buy it. That's the thing, is if they seen a drop in sales for it and they weren't making money from making these bundles, they wouldn't make it. But people cannot hold up to that standard of, I shouldn't buy this. Now, I know people will be like, oh, well, you buy stuff in Halo. Yeah, because it's cool stuff that I like. Like, most of it's pretty dope. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, it's cool. And it's not, as some people like to say, not Halo. All the armor sets I added this season are dope, okay, dog? Like, they look cool, and I want to fucking wear them because I like making my Spartan look cool. Like, I have 170 days played in this game. I want my character to look cool at least. Like, I don't know how hard that is to comprehend. And sure, there's some goofy shit. Like, some of these fuckers in here look kind of goofy. I don't care because it's multiplayer. Now, sure, if Master Chief looked like dude that's right beside my Spartan, I would be like, what the fuck are we doing, 343? Why are we doing that? That's not Master Chief. That's Julius Spanker. I don't fucking know what to call him. Like, sure, if they did shit like that, I'd be like, what are we doing? And I would be genuinely confused. But I generally don't think content creators are as big of an issue for video games as people like to make them out to be. And it's always just, like, really thrown me off of people who complain about those things. So I'm like, what are we complaining about? Like, you also buy these things. You are also part of the problem. And I've made it known multiple times, like, I do hope in the next Halo game we have, like, a progression system. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Infinite has a dope-ass progression system. For example, like, the hero grind is super fucking fun. I loved the hero grind. I did it for a reason. I had fun with it. Like, I genuinely had some of the most fun I've ever had playing games in recent years doing the hero grind. There was nothing more fun than getting all of my buddies online to play Halo to just play with me while I did that grind. Like, I wouldn't have completed it if I didn't have fun. And you all have probably seen multiple videos, if you've been around for a while, of me whenever I was doing the hero grind, because I just had a lot of fun with it. It was something that I wanted to do, and I set it out for myself. Like, oh, I can do that. Like, I know that I can. And I did it. It was a great time, and if the next Halo game has a thing like Inheritor, for example, from Halo Reach, or, max rank in Halo 3, or 50 in Halo 2, I will more than likely do it, because I want to do it. It's what brings me joy. I like games that give me something to go for. And the other thing I like about doing it with Halo is we don't get a Halo game every year. That's one thing that always made COD feel kind of pointless to me to a degree, is that there is one every single year. So whenever I go for these max rank grind, it's like, oh, well, I got to do it all again in just a couple of months because there's going to be a new game that comes out. So I, have to do it all over again. And it makes it a little bit boring. And that's why I have said multiple times, I wish COD would go onto like a 2-year cycle, because I think it would be generationally better for the games as a whole. Like, I don't think it would be a bad thing by any means necessary. And overall, I know now, like, the big thing I want about is people who complain about cheating and say that, oh, PC crossplay has ruined gaming because there's cheaters now. And I also don't think that that's a problem. Cheating has always been a thing in games. Okay, listen, if you were around back in the day, if you were there, which I have a feeling most people weren't, or, like, are just so dumb that they have forgot about those said things, but, like, cheating has always been a thing in games. I missed all my shots there. I'm fucking dog shit. But it's always been a problem to a degree. Back from COD 4 to modern day, it has been a fucking problem. Even Halo 2 back in the day, there were people who were cheating then. You had, like, J tags, and you had wall hacks and aimbot. It was harder to do, but people had it. And I will say this more than anything. The reason cheating is so popular today is because cheating has become this thing of, like, it's predatory. Because I know, like I said, people want to say, like, oh, well, all these content creators are really good, and I'm bad, so I need to get good. But they don't have the time that content creators have, for example, with games. So they want to be on that level, but they don't have the time or the will to get that good. And a lot of these people that sell this shit are predatory with it. They're like, oh, you want to be good, but you don't have the time? Well, you can spend money and be just as good, if not better than all of them, for a price. And a lot of these people are, some people who were very, like, vulnerable about those things. and they will just buy into it. It's a problem, and it always has been. But we've also seen it handled in a lot of different ways, and a lot of ways that are successfully handled. For example, with games like Fortnite or games like Valorant. Fortnite, for example, I think is like genuinely one of the best ones to look at, because if you cheat in their games, they make you pay for it, especially if you're like cheating in tournaments. They will take legal action, and it makes people like, oh shit, I should not do that. That is a bad thing. I should not do this. And they take affirmative action. They make sure it is known. If you do this, you will learn a lesson from it. Like, you're not going to sit there and ruin our landscape in our game because you think you know, are good or something. And I think that's honestly one of the best ways that they can fucking do it. And I wish a lot of other developers would take note of that and be like, hey, don't be afraid to take legal action. Don't be afraid to have an anti-cheat that is invasive in some degree. I know people don't like that, and some people may not play it because of that, but you do need it now. And especially in these times, like, it is something that is like an inherent need for most games. Because people are so easily in the mindset of, well, I can't get good enough, therefore I need something to make me better. And while it sucks, because that's how people think, it's not going to get better unless certain things change. And it's not content creators' fault. Like, a lot of content creators really wholeheartedly are not even the best players in a game. And people want to blame, like, oh, esports has ruined the landscape because everybody wants to be a pro player. And yeah, some people do, because some people like being good at something. Like, it's fine, dude. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, I want to be good at Halo because I play a lot of Halo and I would like to just be a better player. Like, why would I want to be bad at the game that I play all day? That just makes no fucking sense to me. That's why I play a lot of ranked, and I make some ranked content. I make HCS content because I love watching the HCS and I love Pro Halo, and I have since I was a kid. It was just another avenue of like, oh, hey, this is something I really like talking about and I keep up with consistently, and I want to be able to, like, you know, give my thoughts and talks on things because it's something that I am passionate towards. And that's just how it is. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. There's never been anything wrong with that. It's just, I don't know. We're in, like, a weird spot with gaming, because I feel like there's also a lot of people who were never around for, like, older days, and they got in during, like, COVID, and I've made my complaints about that, like, gatekeeping is sometimes okay for those things, because people don't understand the atmosphere or the culture that surrounds it, and I think that is something that is important. And I do want to say, as a whole, you can always tell when somebody is authentic about wanting to get into something and somebody who is like unauthentic about getting into something. People who are just in it for the hype, and there is a lot of people who are. Shit, there's a lot of creators that get into this stuff because it is, like, at the moment, something that is hyped up. And it sucks. Like, it's not fun. It kind of ruins a lot of the landscape of gaming, and it's unfortunate, but it's just the time that we're in. It'll blow over and things will change. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's something that will inevitably, you know, we'll go back to times that we used to have, and gaming will probably end up being this weird, like, outcast thing at some point. And I'm saying that because, like, I'm involved in, like, another community that is also kind of, like, at this moment in this weird spot that, like, it's going to inevitably die down, and the people who do care about it will stay, and those who do not will not be there. It's just the inevitable test of time. I don't think it's a problem with creators. I don't think it's a problem with like, esports. A lot of it is problems with people who consistently give in and buy these products that have a problem. And I know that people are going to say, well, you've made COD content, you've bought battle passes, you've done this, you've done that. And I have a rebuttal for you that you were not going to believe it. I did not buy Black Ops 6. I played it through Game Pass because I have Game Pass, because I think Game Pass is a really good way to test out games before I decide to buy them or not. Second of all, I have not bought COD points since Call of Duty Cold War. I bought them one time to buy the first battle pass, and then, of course, I just earned all those COD points back, and after I stopped playing, I happened to have that battle pass completed, so I had all the COD points from it still on my account, and that is how I've got the battle passes every time they've came out. And I like Black Ops 6. Don't get me wrong. I like the game. It's fun. Is it my favorite COD game? Fuck no. Black Ops 3 on top, baby. I do not care what you have to say about MW2 or BO2. That game, those games were great. I love those fucking games. I have hundreds, if not thousands of hours between Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2. I have hundreds of thousands of fucking time in that game. Like, I love those games so damn much, it's not even funny. But as a whole, they do not stand up to Black Ops 3. But I like Black Ops 6. I thought it was a fun game. I hate MW 2019. Cold War was pretty decent. It was like a more arcadey shooter. And honestly, I kind of wish some of the games would have went down that road a little bit more. I loved how arcadey that game was. It felt genuinely like a classic COD game to a degree. But if you all are going to keep throwing your money to COD every year, buying the games, if you all are going to keep spending money on all the bundles that come out, you are inherently the thing that is hurting that game and what you do not like. Do I care? No, because it's either going to do one thing: they're going to keep harping on it, and you all will keep buying into it, or you all will stop buying into it, and then they will stop doing it. It goes one of two ways, and that's just how it is. Overall, though, I do hope Battlefield 6 is good. I will be playing the beta as much as I can. I'll probably try to make some content on it. Don't necessarily know how I'm going to do that or what I'm going to do, but hey, it's cool. Also, we've been playing this new game on stream recently called Straftat, and that game fucking rules. If you've never played it and you like Quake and shit and like our like arena shooters, like traditional arena shooters, you should try it out. It's like $4. It's dope. Or no, it's free. It's like 10 gigs and it's awesome. So if you have Steam and you're playing on PC and you want a cool little game to play with your buddies, it's pretty dope. I recommend it. It's pretty fun. But other than that, though, I am gonna hop out of here. I love you all, and I will catch you later.